Thank you for joining us on this week's edition of Dateline Lagos. I'm Loretta Chiogo. On the program, at least 200 families in Iwaya, Abete community in Yaba, rendered homeless following the demolition of their houses by the Lagos State government. The Lagos State Tourism Development gets a boost as it takes over the Presidential Lodge in Marina from the federal government. Lagos State government solicits more participation of corporate organizations in the Greener Lagos initiative. We shall also replay the highlight of the 2017 Annual Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation Conference, where participants decried the increase in domestic violence. Well, let's begin with tourism development. The former capital territory of the country, Lagos, has several historic structures that once housed federal institutions. A lot of them have been abandoned. Well, the Presidential Lodge, located on the outer marina on the island, is one of them. That edifice is now under the control of the Lagos State government following the approval of President Muhammadu Buhari. President Buhari's gesture followed a request by Governor Akinwumi Ambode to have the Presidential Lodge released to the state government in its bid to transform the Marina Onikon axis into a world-class arts and tourism hub.
Officials from the presidency led those from Lagos State on a tour of the Presidential Lodge, Marina, ahead of the handover. The pre-independence structure, which has served as the official residence of past presidents in the colonial and post-colonial era, has been less utilized since Nigeria's federal capital territory was moved to Abuja. The request to have the lodge released to the Lagos State government finally comes through, with the representatives of the federal government and the Lagos State government signing a memorandum of understanding and documents relating to the handover. The Lagos State government takes delivery of the house with symbolic handover of keys. It couldn't have been the challenge of maintenance going by the look of facilities within the house. The Permanent Secretary, State House, Abuja, explained the reason for the handover.
We are transferring and handing over State House Marina to Lagos State government in the spirit of togetherness. Nothing has changed. It's still within the same country. So nothing is lost. That's just the intent, and that's what is. These are the contents of the MOU.
The Secretary to the Lagos State government, however, explains plans to redevelop the lodge into a tourist site.
It is a historic site, a tourist delight, and a place that you can be proud of. That people who have visited other places, you go when you visit other countries. You've been to Washington D.C., you've been to Brasilia, you've been to Singapore, you've been to several places, and so on. We all go around, we see a lot of things, we visit several places, and we come back to say, I've been to this place, I've been to this place, and so on. We want people to come to Lagos and Nigeria and say they've been to this place and so on, and they are very proud of what they have seen.
Like the Presidential Lodge Marina, there are several other federal assets in Lagos that are not in use or less utilized for years.
I'm sure by the time Mr. President and let's say the federal government also, by the time they have seen what we've done with this place, I'm sure they'll be very happy to hand over the rest. Whatever others feel that should be handed over to us, we'll do it. Particularly those ones in Lagos, those ones who feel federal secretariats and several other places that have been abandoned and so on.
The Lagos State government promises to ensure that it's perfectly transformed without compromising its structural integrity and architectural beauty.
One aspect of environmental preservation, which also enhances tourism, is beautification. Under the Lagos Greener Initiative, a lot of gardens and parks have been developed by the state government in collaboration with private organizations. This partnership was further strengthened at the second Stakeholders Forum on Greening.
The mandate of the Lagos State Parks and Gardens Agency, LASPARK, is to make Lagos greener and healthier through the creation and maintenance of functional and operational parks and gardens, as well as planting and maintenance of trees. The state greening policy is targeted at total regeneration of degraded sites. To achieve this, the state government requires a collective action by all relevant agencies and private organizations. The second Lagos State Forum on Greening is designed to encourage exchange of ideas among stakeholders in the environment sector, particularly those who have supported the state government in actualizing the objectives of the initiative.
Your participation and involvement in championing the integration of the new environmental policy is a sidebar known for our collective effort toward environmental generation and renewal. Therefore, convergences such as these are intended to create an avenue for review together of contending issues in all the policies relating to the environment with a view to making suggestions for improvement.
For about 15 years, the collaboration has greatly reduced the expenditure of government on the Greener Lagos initiative. The Lagos State Commissioner for Environment attributes the success recorded in the Greener Lagos initiative to the active involvement of the private sector.
It is important to mention that this collaborative effort is aimed at taking the Operation Beautify Lagos campaign, which commenced over 15 years ago, to a greater level. It is pleasing to note that the impact of that effort is represented by the over 120 sites developed and maintained by private companies and individuals out of the over 350 sites in the state.
Mr. Adijari uses the occasion to make a renewed call to private investors for their continuous support towards the upgrading, beautification of more sites and to be part of the story of a transformed Lagos.
The policy, apart from its potential to create over 27,500 new jobs, will comprehensively deal with all environmental issues across the state. I call on you to remain steadfast in this worthy cause, and together we will achieve that Lagos of our dream. I expect to see an outline of commitment from you, our stakeholders, to advance coordination around green infrastructure initiatives. This administration will continue to support you in achieving our collective dream of a greener, healthier, and prosperous Lagos.
The highlight of the event was the presentation of Green Ambassador Award to organizations for their support and sustained effort towards a cleaner and greener Lagos. According to the state government, out of about 350 parks and gardens across the state, 120 sites have so far been developed and maintained through private sector participation.
They have helped to reduce the cost of management of these parks, and they have also helped us to have fund to create new ones. They are supporting government costs because they are seeing how the money being generated is being expended. More people are visiting our parks. Our parks are areas you can visit for leisure. It's a place that helps family bonding because every member of the family will be together in the park. They will relax, they can enjoy themselves, and they can even play games.
For Lagos State Parks and Gardens Agency is presently opening up more areas and sites in all the 57 local governments and local council development areas for adoption by interested corporate bodies or individuals for the continuation of the Lagos Greening Initiative.